It's on. Recording is on.
Okay. So hello everyone. Welcome to this workshop session, whatever you want to call it. So I feel really honorable that my team has decided that I am capable enough of taking a workshop of around an hour on freelancing. So who am I and why you should listen to me first of all? So I'm Naman and I've been doing freelancing for about 3 years now. I've been doing it since I was in 11th grade. And it's been a roller coaster ride basically. Uh, so, who is basically a freelancer? That I would like to explain using an example. Let's say that you work in a traditional video editing or video production house and you are a video editor there, but you are not satisfied with the working hours or you're not satisfied with the way that your colleagues treat you or stuff like that, and you want to try out a new thing or you want to be independent and more liberal. So basically, freelance is a liberal kind of business which is very cooperative in terms of how you manage your time, how you talk to your clients, everything is upon you. But it is also one of the toughest because, well, basically, you have to manage everything. So, uh, there have been a lot of myths regarding freelancing that I have found on the internet and on, in the people that I talk to. I usually find people saying that freelancers are cheap. Freelancers basically are people who are ready to work for free, and a lot of things around those lines. And even there are some people in the industry that I don't want to name, but they actually manipulate new individuals who are at university level to join them to be a freelancer, to basically work for their clients, and then they don't pay them as much as they promised, and that leads to a lot of problems. So I basically want to guide the people who are trying to uh, I'm basically trying to guide the beginners who are trying to get inside freelancing and stuff regarding that. So uh, let's say that you have decided that you want to be a freelancer. So how hard is it actually? Let's keep it this way that you are someone like me and you are studying, you are also doing, let's say, sports or going to the park, you are preparing food, maybe you are managing a lot of stuff. And if in that you want to include a bit of pocket money for yourself, then freelancing might be for you. Why am I saying might be? Because not everyone can do everything, but you can learn as you go and you can be good in that aspect which you lack in life if you try to learn that. Hmm. So, what have I accomplished and why you should take my advice if you're going new into the freelancing side of things and not going the traditional way? So, I have bought myself a phone. I have invested in a laptop. I have gifted a few close people to me some things that normally is very hard to get at my age, or let's keep it that way, if you are working traditionally in a company, then there's that. So, why should you consider freelancing instead of a regular job? Well, there are five basic benefits that every freelancer gets if they are successful. Well, you'll not be successful in the beginning, but if you uh, keep on grinding, keep on hustling, then you might be able to, get something out of it. So the first benefit is you can manage your own time. Basically, if you have a client who wants to have a video or a graphic from you, and he has given you time for, let's say, 3 or 4 days, then you are basically not bound to any office. You can work at the in during the night and then deliver in the morning, or vice versa. You can finish your work before the deadline, give it to the client, make him happy, make a network. Depends upon how you take things in life and how life throws situations at you. You can work around and you can manage your own time. The second best benefit that I would like to say is financial. in the beginning you won't find very good clients, but if you manage to do so, then you will be able to manage your financial resources and you will be able to learn how to basically spend the money that you earn. Okay. And the third benefit is if you tell the people around you that you do this and you do that, they are basically going to respect you a bit. That's what I feel, in my opinion. Not mentioned anywhere, but in my opinion, the people kind of get attracted to you. Okay, you're doing something, and you should be a part of our group. And they try to like people try to interact and know more if you give them something interesting to talk about, rather than I am flaunting on my uh, parents' income or stuff like that. Keep that aside. People really are interested in knowing someone who is working himself or herself. The fourth benefit is that you are not working for someone while you're working for a lot of people. It's like being hired by, uh, let's say, 10 different companies at the same time, because the workload is exactly the same. And the fifth best benefit is that if you don't like a project, you can step out of it, and there is no one supervising you, and you can basically work on your own terms. But it's like being a dad for yourself and taking care of yourself and your expenses. But at the same time, it comes with the problems that a dad faces. Like you need to learn how to spend your money, you need to learn how to talk to people, you need to learn how to manage business, you need to learn how to like there's a lot of things depending upon which side of which niche of freelancer you are. Let's say you want to be a freelancer in video editing. So basically, if you work in a video production house, you will have a team that will be providing you with a lot of stuff. Let's say there's a sales team, there's a marketing team, there is a research team, then there is a deployment team, and then there's a team which talks to the clients, and if they face any issue, they connect them back to you. But if you're a freelancer, all that work you have to do by yourself. You have to market yourself. Let's say you want to be a freelancer in the video industry only, so you need to have at least 5 to 10 videos readily available to you, that you can send to your clients that, hello, this is my work, this is what I've worked on, I know that you want this, I will do this using, let's say, Premiere Pro and After Effects, and that is how I'll tackle your project. Then you would have a research team, a marketing team in a normal production house. But if you're on your own, then you need to market yourself. You need to be the one taking the calls. You need to be the one working with the clients. And then if they want to have some changes, they will again call you anytime. Maybe in after 3-4 months, they're like, no, this looks bad. You need to change this. So there are pros and cons of everything. So when I started out, I was working as a graphic design intern in a jewelry firm. I won't take any names, obviously. So what happened was I was working with a team, and I used to get product images. I used to edit them and send them. So like they had a policy: if you want to leave working with them, you need to send a month prior notice. So I was like, okay, I've been working here for 6-7 months. I want to try something new. And I sent them a notice in the beginning of my 5th month that I won't be working like from now on. So it would complete my 6th month, and I would like leave the company as according to their policies. But what happened was the ma'am, which was my HR, basically who hired me, she didn't pay me for the last month, and I couldn't do anything because the contract didn't say that they would pay me for the last month or anything like that. And I was so new in the field that I didn't knew that I could sue them. And it was not a major amount that I had to go through a lot of trouble to get it. So I just said, okay, chuck it, I'll recover it from somewhere else. So if you are planning on freelancing, there are a few basic things that you need to know before starting out. First things first, never trust anyone on the internet. If you find a new client, he basically might want to get work for free. Let's go step by step. If you want to be a freelancer, what do you need? Well, first and foremost, you need skills in the field that you're trying to work on. Let's say you want to be a web developer for a change. Let's leave video editors aside. You want to be a web developer. So you need to know how things work, how to make a website, how to make a e-commerce store, how to make a forum, how to make everything in raw coding. And if you don't know raw coding, basically you need to master a CMS so that you can call it your home. You should know everything about the software that you're working on first and foremost, and your work should be visible. Like it should say that yes, I am able to do anything that you throw at me because I'm good in my field. And if you are good enough and you feel like yes, I can do that, I can be a graphic designer, I know Photoshop, I can quickly turn around things, I can do anything that the client might need or want, and then only consider being a freelancer. If you don't know much but you think that it is enough, it's probably not. First and foremost, I would recommend YouTube, Udemy, and other Coursera and platforms where people teach you. But just don't go and watch those videos. You're not gonna magically learn them. So you need to first of all like go on to YouTube, have a tutorial showing you how to do these things, and then you need to try yourself. Like changing a few bits and pieces here and there, and then trying out stuff and learning by heart, not for making money but for actually learning. You need to learn that okay, if I do this I get that, and just experiment with things. Learn first of all. The first and foremost thing that is to learn and be very good in your field. That is the first step towards being a freelancer. Second tip that I would give is to talk to people, like real people, not any bots or anything like that. You need to talk to real people to know and understand how the brains of a client work. So let's say that you want to convince someone to buy your services. So you need to know that what are their requirements and how do they think they would be able to accomplish them. So mostly because of Canva and other free design tools available out there, people are not hiring designers as much. So you need to be very specific in terms of your design niche. Let's say you are a UI and UX designer, and people are like, okay, we know that you do this, you do that, but I'm getting a developer who is using a pre-built template, and that's how we are going to have our website developed. But you need to convince them that you would do a better job than the developer that they have hired. That is the goal. But you cannot also name the developer that no, he's not going to do a good job. Like, you have to be subtle while being brutal. So you need to tell them that okay, so this is what I have worked on previously. You can see my work here. So your developer is going to use a pre-built template, but what extra do you get if you hire me? So if you hire me, I would also edit the images that you provide me, or I would increase your brand value and your website value if you get it designed from me. So they might get interested and they might ask questions, or they might just go very blank. So you need to then again go with some new strategy, and that needs to be on the spot. That needs to be very extempore, and you need to be good with communicating people. So that is why you need to talk to people. So if you have skills and you can talk to people, then you're probably going to get clients. And if not, there are tools. So the third thing is use your tools. So first and foremost is Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, and other things along the same lines that the freelancing websites that are available. You can find them on the internet. Just Google freelancer, freelance work projects and stuff like that. You will find them. And the best tools that I would like to recommend, apart from the ones that I've already mentioned, is LinkedIn, Internshala, and a few more are there, like freelancer gigs. Like in the freelancer platform, there are buyer request sections. That is also in Fiverr. So there are sections where people actually post that they want this, and you can bid on their projects. So like explore those tools, learn about them as well, and find that okay, this is how this works and how it doesn't. So the fourth thing that you should know as a freelancer is to be very patient and to be very humble with your clients. It's not like if you're going to shout on them and or maybe say okay, I'm not going to work for you, no one's going to work for you. They're going to find someone who is actually capable. And if your deals lead to a fight, or if your deals lead to some kind of misunderstanding between the two of you, then probably you're not able to extract the information properly in the first place. So in the beginning, when I like left all my internships and I wanted to try out something on my own, the first project that I got was from US, and it was a good amount, and I wanted to complete that project obviously, because like I know how things work and I know I can do that. That is why I joined in the first place. So I messaged him, messaged the client with a list of questions that he needed to answer me. He did a pretty basic job, like, okay, like if someone asks you questions, you're like, okay, first, and he typed out everything, and it wasn't very detailed or descriptive. So I picked up from there and I did a good job myself, and to my expertise, the best I could do basically. Then I sent him the delivery. He was like, okay, dude, you need to do this, and this is not what I wanted. I am I'm very famished to see that you're not able to complete my project the way I want. And I was like, dude, the description you gave me was so brief. So he was like, you should have asked more questions. You should have done this. You should have done that. But like he didn't wanted to say that out loud, but I got the idea in a meeting that I had with him that okay, so to be a freelancer, you must be able to extract information from people, and you must be confident enough that okay, if you want me to work on your project, I want to be very specific and very keen towards the smaller, finer details. So that is when people start giving you actual information that, okay, this is what I want. And the last and final step is to basically keep up with the trends in the field that you're working. So if you are a freelancer, you should know that you are going to be up to date with the newest thing that is in the market. So the best way to be in the trendy section is to search on YouTube daily for about 30 minutes. Let's say the basic niche of the broader niche of your freelancing industry. So let's say I do e-commerce websites mainly, but I need to keep up with the trends. So what I would search for is web development or UI UX designs, and then I would filter them out. Let me show you. Okay. So let's go over YouTube and we will search for web development. Let's search web developer no issues, and you can see that these videos pop out which are very old. But if I go UI UX design and then I go upload date, you can see that this is about an hour ago, and these are basically the ideas that are people working on currently. And if this isn't enough for you, um, go to Behance and then look for your specific niche. These are the newest designs that people have worked on. Take inspiration from here. People don't mind you taking inspiration, but don't copy exactly, basically. And basically keep up with the trends, because people are always demanding the newest thing available in the market. And if you provide them with that, they are probably going to be very happy with you and your work. So that is that. So before I started this session, I actually put up a poll on my Instagram where I asked people to ask me questions regarding freelancing. So I'm now going to answer those because I wanted to save time here. So I just put up a poll on my Instagram and people asked a lot of questions. I cannot answer all of them, but I should be able to answer the most common ones. So the first question is, can someone have a financial stability if they decide to be a freelancer? Well, financial stability, if you are saying that you would be able to manage as much as someone who is doing work for like 15, 16 years, no, you won't be able to, because you would need to work for at least 15, 20 years to be at that level and have that much of connections to so that you get projects all the time. But if you get good projects and the prices are good, then you might be able to, like, the potential to earn is unlimited here, but the same at the same time, the amount of people that scam you are also there. Let's say someone wants to get a logo from you, and if that guy is Indian and you show him that this is what I've worked on for your brand, and you send him over the images of the logos, then he probably is not going to pay you. And if you don't have a contract, there is basically nothing you can do. But like for a logo, if someone charges 500,000 rupees, then it's probably worth, it's not worth to fight or sue that person. But so financial stability is definitely going to be a no from my side, because freelancing isn't about having to work 9 to 5. It's about working on your own time, and people basically don't take out that much of time for themselves anyway. So for stability, I cannot say no, but I cannot say yes. It's maybe. So why freelancing is kinda underrated or unappreciated? Freelancers are unappreciated in some parts of the world because, well, you're not working as a firm, or you don't have a firm in your name, so you basically cannot have any set of rules or any reputation. But if you are known in the industry, then you are valued for yourself and not because you are a freelancer. Like, freelancer isn't considered as a job tag right now. It's like, okay, he does work when he's free. Freelancer. That is why it's underrated or unappreciated. How to decide a niche? So to decide a niche, what I did was, what I do basically if I decide to change my niche is to go on to Google Trends and then search for the niches that I have narrowed down. Like, I know this, and this. I can work on this, and this. So then I look for the trends, that how many people have searched, how many tools are available for the normal users, and the lower the tools, the better for you, because most people don't want to spend time learning new tools. So yeah, to decide a niche, basically head over to Google Trends, find what is working or what is trending right now, talk to a few people that what kind of services they want currently, other than the one that they are contacting you for, or the one that you're trying to sell. Ask them that, okay, apart from these, what are the services that you want? And if people say that they want this and this, basically you need to be in the field to collect data. Do you think a freelancer is more stressed than a normal job person? Basically, yes, uh, because there are a lot of things involved in the same. Let's say that you are working on one project which is like huge. It consists of multiple pages, it consists of videos, it consists of graphics, and everything is upon you. You're working on that, and someone comes up, like a client that you have worked for about 3 or 4 months ago comes up and says, okay, I need to get some changes and I need to get them today. Basically, when does a person who is having a firm or an agency or wants work uh, contacts a freelancer? When he wants to get the work very quick. Like, if you talk about me, I get projects all the time about, like, I want this to be done within 3 days, and this is the amount of money that I'm going to pay you. This is the work, and it's not much, I know, which basically is very vague way of saying that please do my work. I am in desperate need and I have a deadline and I cannot complete it because of some reason. So freelancers are stressed because normal jobs give people deadlines. Okay, you need this much time, we're giving you 1 day extra, but complete the work finally. But freelancers are, okay, you want 7 days, we are giving you 2 days, we need the work top notch, otherwise we are not going to pay you. Simple. So yes, freelancers are stressed, but if you are able to manage stress, and you're able to stay happy while you're working, then you might not even feel a thing. Okay, I'm not going to answer this. Um, okay, how can we promote their work so that they feel worthy? Basically support them if they have any kind of social media accounts or stuff like that, and keep in touch. If they are trying out something new, support them there. Freelancers don't necessarily require support, but it's always good to have. um, can anybody be a freelancer, or there should be a particular qualities that one should have? I already answered the 5 basic qualities that you need to have in order to be a good freelancer. I repeat them again. Be very skillful, be humble, be kind to your clients, to the people that talk to you about your services. Be very skilled and up to the mark, like what new things are going on in the industry, you should know them. And if you're able to communicate and extract information from your clients, that what they want, and if you're able to uh, manage time properly, anyone can be a freelancer if they have those qualities, obviously. How many hours do they work? Well, that depends a lot. Like, I know someone who is in grade 10th, so basically they are having their boards this year. So they study till like 5 or 6, then they work from 5 to 7 or 8. So people work for like 3 to 4 hours. For me, it's like whenever I feel like, and how much I want, how much energy do I have for the day. So depending upon that, I work. I know another freelancer who is like basically searching for new projects every day and completing projects every day. So that's basically his 9 to 5 jobs. So depends upon the person himself. It's not like I can take a leave any day if I don't have any prior commitments that I would be delivering you this or that, and I could take a leave any day. But if I do have a commitment, then I'm booked for the day. I cannot do anything else. So how many hours a freelancer works depends totally upon the freelancer. That is why we are free. Suggest some freelancing websites. The best one, freelancer.com. That is what have worked for a lot of people. I would like to suggest a way here as well. Like, if you want to be a very in demand freelancer, I have seen someone who is working like that currently. So the best way to get projects every time and every day in the year is to work a traditional job. I know it sounds very awful, but if you work in a, let's say, traditional video firm, then you are probably going to be in touch with the clients. You are going to be able to connect with them, and that connection goes way longer than any freelance website, because people believe in people. So like, word of mouth is what gets projects to everyone. Like, even if you have a normal business, a traditional business, word of mouth is the one that is going to get you the most sales. Why? Because if you are a good video editor and you are working in a traditional firm for, let's say, 3 or 4 or 5 months at max, you're going to be connected to a lot of people who are like basic clients. Okay, I need to get a video of my wedding edited, I need to get a promo for my YouTube channel, I need to get a intro for my YouTube channel, I need to get a vlog edited, I need to get something edited, I need to get a animated thing edited, I need to have a animated title edited. So if you are able to get in touch with those people know a lot of people, like their family members. They're like, okay, I'm going to show this video to my mom, my dad, my this and my that. They are basically marketing for you. At the end, like, let's say this one person shows the video that you edited to, let's say, 100 people. Out of those 100, at least 3 are going to ask that who edited this video, and out of those 3 you get a new client. So basically, word of mouth is what goes long way in any freelance industry or niche that you're trying to work on. So the best way to get clients other than website is to be uh, in a traditional job. Okay. And another person asked, what's your specialization? You can check my website. Everything is listed there, easy. And you can get in touch with me anytime that you feel like, okay, I need to start freelancing. I need some more advice and I have more questions. If you're watching this on YouTube, head over to my website, throw me some questions and I would answer. So this session is about to be over. So if anyone has any questions, they can drop them in the chat, or if you are watching on YouTube, please drop a comment. Someone from us would probably answer back. Okay, so that's it from my side. Thanks a lot for watching. And if you do like this, please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will help us grow, and we'll keep giving you this kind of content every possible day and time of the year. Apart from that, if you ever feel like you should give up and you are not capable enough, believe in yourself. You are here for a purpose, and if you're trying something new, it takes time. It's not like magically overnight you're going to earn in a heavy amount. It takes time. Give it time. Trust the process. And be positive about what you're doing. That's all that I want to say from my side. So if you do like this session, please tell me in the chat box. Give me a feedback that this should have been better. This could have been better. Stuff like that. And if you didn't like the session, you can tell me that, okay, that was very boring, bro. You could have done a better job or something like that. In this chat, yeah. Can I ask some questions? Please, please ask.